Hey, how's it going, everybody? BurntBrian here, and in today's video, I'm bringing back my Tall Can Tuesday series, where basically I give some channel updates. It's more of a personal kind of video series where I answer questions or talk about topics that you, the viewers, want to hear about. And again, it's just kind of a way for me to show you what's going on with the channel, what we have planned for the future. Today's going to be a little bit of just showing off my garden, a little bit of things going on around the house, and some quick channel updates. Got a nice cold beer, so let's start the show. Today is the first day I've tried to take this microphone outside. I've been using this new one recently, and I think the indoor quality has been amazing. So I really wanted to see what kind of noise reduction we can get being outside. There's all sorts of stuff going on with neighbors, so hopefully the audio quality is good. If so, let me know down below in the comments. So in today's video, I've got some Molson here, Canadian lager. I don't think I've actually ever had Molson, though. Obviously, the name's been around. I've known it for freaking forever. But we're gonna crack this one open. I just have a few channel updates, nothing major. And then I kind of also wanted to show you around what I've got going on in the garden as far as peppers this year, and tell you a little bit about what I've got planned for the channel. Anyway, it is super hot here in Florida, always is. I think it's about 94 degrees today, no rain in sight. Let's go ahead and give this a big old chug here. Oh yeah, that's good. That's smooth and refreshing. I swear I don't think I've had Molson. I remember Molson Ice maybe many years ago. Anyway, this video is not going to really be focused mostly on me. I kind of want to show you what I got going on around the property. So little things that have been done. I did install this little fire pit here. It's got a 1/4 inch, or I think a little bit larger, steel frame that was custom welded, so it's not something you would buy at the tractor supply store that's just going to rust away and fall apart within a year. It should at least last me a few years with all the rain and stuff that we have. I got these chairs, I think, and the table for 40 bucks online. Took them home. They were really rusty. Sorry, there's leaves and stuff everywhere because I did a little mowing and weed eating, trying to get the yard back to a little bit better. We've got the solar light umbrella over here. This is eventually, I've got to run some power outlets, some external power outlets out here, but I'm going to put up a couple 4x4s. Well, sorry, 10-foot 4x4s so that I can hang a projector screen out here. And then during like the football games and stuff during the colder seasons, I can, I can come out and watch those and have a good fire and fun times with friends. There's old Mr. Linkers. Hey, stop eating grass. These things are coming along. I've got a few peppers back here. I've had a lot of issues with trying to grow peppers this year. I did get all of these from Refining Fire Chilies. But I think it's just the condition, maybe the soil I have it in, as well as the amount of sunlight we get here. I mean, a couple of them are doing really well. I've got several pods finally starting to pop up on this particular one. I can't remember. I've got the tag somewhere. I'm starting to see some issues. So obviously I'm not doing something right if I'm getting some rot on the pod itself. So I've got to look into that. If you guys have any suggestions on growing and stuff, this is my first year doing anything with growing actual peppers. I've got a couple of the, this is the, what was this? Big Jims. Got a couple of those going, but nothing too special back here. These were old aloe that were just sitting in a metal tin from when I bought the house. I bought all of these boxes and converted them into, planters that I could put around the house, and I'll probably buy several more. Everything out here in the backyard is a work in progress. Obviously, the yard is super messy. I just chopped down this old tree. Got to get all that wood sorted out, taken care of, and get it burned. Gonna eventually be working on putting a fence all along the side here in the back. I just have some hurdles I'm trying to go through first with, some unruly neighbors, but that's okay. The people that are way there in the back. This little A-frame, I got some chain, and I did buy a big Everlast punching bag because I just really miss using a punching bag for exercise, getting your stress relief out. So gonna be hanging that up. It's just hard with all the rain that we get. It's a lot of taking it up and taking it down, which is fine. It's good exercise. It's what I need right now. Anyway, Backyard, like I say, there's nothing special back here. It's just a work in progress. Most of my time has been spent on the front yard. I just had a drain field put in, and it was about $5,600 for the drain field. So my focus has really been trying to get my grass to grow back, so I have a really nice front yard. And that's what we're gonna go take a look at now. At some point I'll show off the junk of a garage that I have going on back here behind me, but it's just gotten so dirty and I haven't done really much of anything with it. I threw a couple tables back there. There is power run to it, but I need to run all the wires and run outlets and set up lights and do insulation on the walls and panels and all that stuff. So I've also got a frame in the front, put a door in and stuff. So I'm not going to go and show you any of that. We'll take a look at the front yard, but before we get up to the front, I step back out in that sun. Let's take another big old swig of this. I remember the malt liquor community. It's all about having that label forward. So boy, this is a good crushable beer. I did a lot of work in the yard today with mowing and weed eating and stuff with my plants and whatnot. So that hits the spot. Anyway, let's take a look at the front of the house now. So up here, like I mentioned, I've got a lot of those planter boxes going. All of these plants, these are all chili peppers that I got from Refining Fire Chilies and Jim Duffy. These were all seeds. I used a whole little germination setup and got all of these to sprout from seed, and then I moved them out here. A lot of these are going to be sweet peppers. I've got the Aleppo, I've got Elephant Ear and Lesia, but there's a couple super hots like the Blot, and I think I've got a Mutant X or two in here as well. As you can see, most of these plants, even though they've been in the ground for a really long time, they haven't grown as strong as I would like. I am starting to finally again see a lot of pods coming up on there, or at least potential pods. We do have a couple elephant ears going on this one. I'm really looking forward to trying the Lesia. This one's actually starting to get a little ripe. So, I mean, I'm really only getting 1 or 2 fruits off of these, not much, and it's probably because of how confined of a space I put these in. I put maybe way too many peppers, and I think I learned that lesson. I'll talk about that in a minute. But there's probably other nutrients and things I'm not using, so if anybody has any suggestions, please let me know. Next year, I'm not going to do any of the plants like this. I think next year, any of the pepper plants are going to be in their own individual pots. I think what's going to be up here in the front, or in all of these boxes, will just be these amaryllis flowers. So these all have special meaning to me. There's 2 different versions that are in this one. And then what I have in this one is one that my mom's been carrying around since her mother. I think she's been moving them around from place to place for 40 years now. And the great thing about it is they're so resistant to, all sorts of conditions. So it doesn't take a ton of work on my part to keep these things going. They just look amazing. And then, the one time a year they sprout, you get all these really big, beautiful flowers. And then again, like I said, there's 3 different varieties. This is the oldest of them. I had a tomato plant here, and then I guess what I ended up learning was, again, just too much stuff in one space. So I've got 2 datil pepper plants here that are really starting to do good. They're producing a lot of pods, which is great. The jalapeno plant has really exploded. I mean, it's gotten to be massive. And the cool thing about it is I guess once I got rid of the tomato plant, it was having a lot of issues anyway. We did get a lot of good tomatoes out of it, but it was like it was sucking all of the life out of everything else in here. So when we removed that, now these pepper plants are all doing amazing. They're looking very strong and healthy. So that's good. All of the ones that I have out here, we've got more datil peppers. There's habanero, and I think there's a couple of mini bell peppers, mini red bells. They're just not doing well at all, and I think maybe it's because of the light that I have it in, too much direct sunlight. I don't know. I'm going to move all these to the backyard in a much shadier area, pump them full of nutrients, and see if I can get them to do a little bit better. We did have an herb garden going here. Didn't really have much success at all. I mean, you see a couple green onions. The basil was amazing. We got lots of basil out of it. And there was a crap ton of arugula, way more than I could ever eat. So we just sort of dug all that stuff out. I'm going to wait till, it gets toward the end, pull the rest of the basil and either grind it up, dry it, and do something with it. Don't want to just throw it away. You know, the citronella plant's really not doing good at all, so I've got to try to do something to rejuvenate it. Seems like it's growing good on the outside, dying on the inside, but I don't know anything about these plants. A lot of this year was experimenting. Got more of those amaryllis all around the side here. Again, these will all go in the planter boxes for next year. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to put up on this side yet. Got a passion flower plant that's doing really well. I think we should start seeing a lot of sprouts in September, if I'm not mistaken, maybe even getting into October. More of the amaryllis, the aloe. I mean, man, the aloe has just been outstanding. It's like a monster. I mean, this thing is doing good. Again, I found a whole bunch of aloe that was inside of this little metal tin in the backyard when I bought this house, and it just looked like, you know, sad little aloe. And I slowly started taking some of it out and transplanting into the pots and just kind of moving them from year to year to new pots, just like I did with the one in the backyard. And so, you know, we've just been getting these like monster looking aloe plants all along. So I'm probably going to do something with these, and maybe, I don't know what to do back along this side area yet, but it'll probably be some series of plants back here. I'm probably going to try to do something for hummingbirds, not sure. And then this was the devil's backbone. I like all the segments in this thing, and we grew this from just a tiny, tiny little plant to where now it's just gotten to be massive, and I absolutely love it. We've got a couple other plants over here. Got a few bird baths set up because we do see a lot of birds. I'm actually washing the bird feeders right now, so they're over here drying out. Need to put some new seed in those. But as you can see, man, my yard, you know, this is the whole area. So all of this place where you see dirt all around, and then even up through here is where the drain field was put in. So I got some good Bahia seeds, I think it was Pensacola Bahia. And it's really done amazing. It's only been, I think, a little over a month. And I mean, you can see where I had the rows set up. You can see where it's really just sort of sprouting out. I've been going around after the fact now with this little like spike thing. And I've been, you know, after it rains, when the ground is acceptable, I'll poke holes. And I've been trying to overseed. So all of these little areas where there's dry patches, I've put a ton of seed down, even all the way out here to the outside. Put a ton of seed down. And I think I'm already starting to see it sprout some, which is pretty good. So I've got like 3 different kinds of grass right now. I've got like a St. Augustine, Bermuda, I think, and then now this Bahia grass. But the yard is really starting to come along. Hopefully another month, and I'll have a nice, full, lush yard. Fingers crossed, anyway. Well, this video's run on so long, I don't even know if anybody's going to be still watching or not. But anyway, I do have a lot of stuff coming with the channel, of course. My arcade, I'm going to show that off here. I just had my 44th birthday a couple days ago. Doing a lot of updating to the arcade itself. Got hopefully a couple real pinball machines are going to be here within the next couple weeks. But I'll show you what it looks like before then. Maybe I'll do a video Wednesday or Thursday this week, just kind of showing the way things are looking right now and talking about what we have planned for the future. You know, and then I'm going to keep putting out these videos as far as the hot sauces and the beers. The Alcolo video surprisingly got more views than I thought it would have, maybe because it's hot right now. It's from Whistling Diesel, so it's well known. A lot of people are looking for that. I do have a couple other kind of real trending alcoholic beverages to look at that aren't just beers. So we'll be taking a look at all that stuff. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure and hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here so you don't miss on any of the future videos I've got coming out. And what we're going to do is we're going to pound the rest of this to all of you for watching. Cheers. Thanks for watching. And as always, stay toasty, my friends. We'll see you in the next video.